And good morning everybody. We are live here back at Stanley Indoor Bowling Club, Southwest Durham. The rickshaw's got us up here early mornings and we are streaming a first for the podcast. We are doing a Disability Bowls England event as they are taking on the rest of the north. The format is as follows. It's 3 triples, 3 pairs, 1 singles. It's set play and there's points for each set. Now we'll be covering the singles and I really am looking forward to this because we've got the amazing Bob Love playing, and if ever there's a way to promote the sport, watching Bob play is going to be an absolute treat. Bob will be playing the North's Brian Poulter. Brian's got a special place with the Wrong Bias podcast because he actually featured in our very first live streaming outdoor event when he played his county singles against the lovely Jackson McKenna. I hope it's going to be an entertaining day. I was up watching the Disability Bowls in 2020 when they played Stanley, or it might have been 2019 even, and the enthusiasm from the Disability Bowls players was a pleasure to watch. For those local players, the marker for today's game is Mr. James McKinney, who's just walking behind us. Give away, James. He gets his Sunday name on a morning. Now you'll notice that I'm flying solo this morning. 2 seconds. I think I'm just going to get a call. Right, I'm back. Just the Stanley Club looking after us, asking us if I want a coffee and water and what have you. So that's very good of them. As you'll see, I'm flying solo this morning because my right-hand man, who did tremendous down at Potters, is under the weather. He's currently wrapped up in his duvet with his Freddie Flintstone onesie on. A little bit under the weather at the minute, so you'll just go and have to put up with my waffle, or you can actually mute us and get the subtitles on, and it'll end up being like a carry-on film. So format for the singles is sets. It's 9 ends, 2 sets. Two ends to start at, and we're starting at the wrong end. Yes, I can well believe, Mr. Bolt, it is a magical unicorn onesie. Just say a few good mornings. Morning, Mr. McAdoo. Morning, Mr. Bell. Mr. Oren. Mrs. Bolt. I hope you've been playing nursey to Mr. Bolt. Morning, Jimmy Ansell. Frankie Stake watching in Melbourne, Australia. Mr. Ridley. Freddie Edwards. Yes, Jimmy McKinney looking smart as a carrot he is. All I'm going to say, I hope the marker doesn't go on the bank side and knock the disc marker onto the jack. Oops, I think he was getting over that. Right, so here we go. For those that haven't seen Bob play before, this is going to be an absolute treat for you. The main message out of the day is bowls is a sport for all. Just having a couple of trial ends. Morning, Carl Armstrong, Lee Birch, Michael Bertram. Yep, hope you're keeping well, mate. I haven't seen you for a few years. We have got the 4 cameras. We've got the cameras behind the rink, and we've got the 2 on rink 8. Just while they're playing, that's the Disability Bowls England lineup. The players that have travelled far and wide. Bob's come up from Tamworth. We've got Harrogate, we've got Louth. And if you see there in the pairs, there's some fella called Steve Angus. And you'll notice they've pulled a ringer in. Brett Arkley. Is he 57 or is he 56? And that's the rest of the North squad. Many thanks to everybody who's supported the event from the 4 clubs. Some well-known local players there. Sheila Story, part of the AIBA and the British Isles. Nice to see the 4 folk from the Vipers here. I hope you've been enjoying the World Bowls on the telly. It's not often we get anything on the telly. Although we do seem to get interrupted by episodes of Flog It. And I'll get the other thing off my chest as well. There's probably more chance of getting Flog It mentioned in the Sports Personality of the Year on the BBC. I mean, it's not as if they televised 7 days bowls action, is it? Just a little photo would be nice. I've got that off my chest. I'm sure there'll be more of that in a local podcast coming soon. Brace yourself, Mr. Bolt. Morning, Steve Wade, Lee Shepherd, Michael Bennett, and my old mate Bob Johnson. Great supporter of these streams, Bob. Having not seen Bob bowl before, he actually gets the balls a bit better than me. Not a flicker on them. For anybody that don't know much about the Disability Bowls, I'll put my hand up as well. It was launched in 2004 and it was established as a charity in 2015. It's by their website. They have 465 registered members and 105 member clubs. And the work they do is absolutely tremendous. And if I could have streamed more than one game, I would have. If anybody wanted to find anything else about Disability Bowls England, there's the website. Just go on, have a look. We do run various events around the country. Well, as the niceties over with. Gloves is off. Like we're just waiting to start at the same time. The DBE chairman, Steve Watson, watching. I think Bob might just cut his toe actually. Might be going down for a plaster. Has he nailed you already, mate?
Nailed me already.
Oh, you know what it is. He's tackling over the top of the ball.
I'll give blood for this game.
Caught his toe on the table. All right. Right.
Seems like you're a plaster for you. Yeah, see it all going down. Marvellous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tremendous, mate. Great. Yeah, Bob's apparently caught his toe on the table, so he's got to get a plaster. Yeah. Morning, Hendy. I'm not flying solo, Davey. I'm actually commando this morning. It's that warm in here. It's Betty Swallows. So we're just waiting for Bob to get some running repairs done. I think Brian must have stood on his toe. I think he's niggled him. If we had VAR, would replay it back, see what happened. If you hear any slurping, it's a cappuccino. It's a cold cappuccino. Got any comments and what have you, just feel free to pass them on. I am monitoring the Facebook page, or if my right hand man's sitting there up in bed watching Flogget, I'm sure he'll respond to any questions, unless he's stuffing the turkey. For anyone just tuning in, we just got a little bit of a delay. That whistle was for them to actually start. I don't know what the referee's whistle there. Ball blown for offside. Just waiting for Bob to get his running repairs on his toe. Those are sorted. Back on the green, mate, so we should be all good to go. So here we go, folks. Enjoy. try from Bob. It's a yard shot. I'm led to believe that Bob skips for the Warwickshire Indoor Seniors as well. Speaking to a member of the Durham team, he said he played against them last year or a couple of years ago. Response there from Brian. Brian, of course, plays out of the Gateshead Indoor Club. He'll try from Bob. Just pace is good, just missed the line. A good line from Bob. He's not bad. Needs to get a catch on his own ball, maybe. Oh, just didn't get a right angle. Might have snuck in for two there, Brian. Right Honourable James McKinney. Marking the tie. Gets his Sunday names for Derek James. It was in fact two. To Brian. Good start there from Brian. Great reply from Bob. Not bad at all. Could be line the double. A cracking line coming in here. Very close. Oh dear me. Oh dear. Just ran through. Brian line one, measure for two. He's coming in on the wide line. Well played, Brian.
Try drawing it this way, David.
Needs to get down, Bob. Just overplayed it. Pace. Oh, he's very close this time. Oh, Bob Love, very close. Oh, well, he's got a shocking result. I think he's probably still one down, but what a ball. He's been unlucky. Actually, he bowled a cracking last ball. Just to remind you that the singles is 9 ends, 2 sets, and if they tie a set, it'll go to a 1 end tiebreaker, and there are points for each set 1. It's the same across the green, or the others are only playing 8 ends. And there's Brian, lost the mat. Lost the jack. That's Jimmy trying to take out my cameras, chucking the jack back. Another good start from Brian. Always a decent singles play, Brian. A good ball from Brian, probably nine a couple, I think. like I said, David, the technique to get the ball away is just, I'm dumbstruck. What a ball here. Oh, well played, Bob Love. What a tremendous ball. And as you see, that's without the line and the pace. I mean, I think if I tried this, I'd probably be wiping out the old cameras, I think. Brian flicking onto his forehand. Looks a bit wide. Another good, decent pace, only short yard really. Heavy toes. Hey, I've got lovely toes, Mr. Bolt. The wife tells us I've got quite a pair of feet in the dark. Hey, there. Close again. If he magic his way through, unlucky. No. Two it is. Two to Bob. That's 4-2 at 3 ends. There's plenty of balls action going on this weekend. We all know the world singles is going on, but there's also the EIBA under 25s is taking place at Spalding. Probably talk about missed opportunities, but obviously when the World Championships was played behind closed doors and they went to invites, how good would it have been to see the likes of Bob on the potter's carpet just showcasing the sport. Good line from Bob here, just needs to run. Not bad at all. Ryan's still lying. I'll probably have a toddle down this backhand here. Play a little bit over. Catch Brian's. And a good line again. I'll tell you what, he's not a tatty field away. He's played an absolute cough drop. Well played, sir. Oh, fantastic stuff. Fantastic. He's got a decent line here. Oh, he's very close. He is very close. Oh, what a ball. Oh, if it falls back, I think it'll win it. Yeah, well played, Brian. Five to 2. And that is 5 ends, 4 ends played. I have to say, if you have been watching the World Bowls Championships, there's times where my camera work looks quite professional compared to some of the BBCs. I'll try and get a shot of the ceiling before the day's out. Brian gone T to T, nailed it again. A good line in from Bob here. And you get hold of the white. Ah, well played. Another good line from Brian. Oh, he's played a cough drop. Well played.
That's good. Last ball, what do you want there? One through. Is the last one shot? Yeah, that's good, yeah. 1 yard through.
Decent line from Bob, just needs to sweep in. A wonderful effort. Brian hanging on for shot. Snatched at that a little bit, Brian. Now here's a chance for Bob. Catches one ball, planted out, leaves him a double. He's on a decent line. If he gets down, has he got the pace? Has he got the pace? I think he's just left it. Yeah, probably just not in the yard, I think. Oh, on to Brian. 6-2, 5 ends. Format is 9 ends, 2 sets. Probably been plenty of discussion over the sets formats at Potters recently, where Les Gillett got through. I think it was Les Gillett, 17-9. He was beaten, but he got through on the sets. I think the sets format's good for TV. Because if the score was 17-9, I think you probably lost a few viewers. But that's just a personal opinion. Afraid those subtitles will get me locked up, mate. Good start from Bob. And a grab of the white. Well played. just gone under.
Be tighter at that pace, not too much green.
Bob's still lying shot at the back wall.
That's against. Don't miss that one.
Excuse me. I think Bob liked that one. He just needs to run with this, Brian. Is he going to get out? He might have could have sat it out for 3.
Go far through.
Just overplayed it. Put the measure on for 2. Definitely 2. Flipping it over for 3. That goes 2. That's it, 2. 6 ends. Right, got a bit of a sweat on. It is warm in here. Bob didn't like that one. I'll tell you what.
Lane 2, David. Just draw in.
Looks like you give that one up a little bit.
Very good. Right in the ball. It's a shot, boy. 7 inches through.
Bob's got a bit quicker. Not bad. Is he going to hold? Yeah, he's got one of them away. He's just looking for another second. Oh, he's got to grab us something as well. I think Bob will be up again here. See him ball, he'll probably catch Brian's ball. He still played it. Can he get down? Heading down, across the ball. Can he get a grab? Another cracking effort, just didn't get the contact. Setting the 2 to Brian. Two it was.
There is Roger that.
10-2. We're going at the 8th then, so Bob will need to score. The full houses to save the set. To say the 10-2 scoreline doesn't give a true reflection of the game. Because for all Brian has played well, Bob's been unlucky on a couple of occasions. Great start. Excuse me if you heard me coughing. Can't go clack another one in. A good line. Not bad again. Probably too accurate. Took his front ball away. Good line in from Brian. Oh, Holmes for balls. Ah, he's grabbed the white. Oh, well, Brian, what are you doing to us? I'll have to move my camera. Just when you need a white ES to work that camera, just kind of zoom in or zoom out. DBE, where are you? Brian's sticking with his backhand. Needs to run. He's still lying a couple. Obviously, the way this end's lying, the set's gone. Oh, gone. Touch wider. Went off the green. So that will be the first set. Don't know whether they will play the last end or not. It was, so Brian takes the first set 11-2. So we start set 2, and it's, the singles is 9 ends, best of 2 sets. If it's are tied, then they will go to a tiebreaker. This is just going to drop under again. Good line in from Brian.
Jack's that ball past the tee now.
All down to pace this from Bob. Needs to run. Might get second out of it. Yeah, he's. Brian just fell out. I think that's probably still looking like one to Brian from here. Put our infamous forecasting skills to the fore and say one to Brian. Just for anybody who's just tuning in, you're busy watching the live streaming of Disability Bowls England against the Rest of the North Challenge 2022. We're currently at Stanley Indoor Bowls Club, and you are currently watching the singles tie between Brian Poulter in the white from the north and Bob Love representing Disability Bowls England in the red. Brian took the first set 11-2 and is 1 up in the second set as they go into end number 2. Good start from Bob. Now might stand to be corrected, but I think I read somewhere where he won a bronze medal in the para bowls at the 2014 Commonwealth Games in the triples. I will of course stand to be corrected. I'm sure somebody will be typing as I speak. A cracking reply from Brian. Standard of play from both players has been a joy to see. Bob just playing over and he's just going to go under. Yes, he's gone a bit quicker, he still looks under. He's giving up. Will Brian be tempted to have a little dibble under the ball? Stick it on the draw. Drop it down to the draw. If he can get a bit bend on this ball, he's will he be lucky? Oh, just didn't get the 1-2 onto the ball. I think Brian's shot. Yeah. Move into the third end. Good start from Brian. Foot short, forcing Bob on to the side.
please. No far through.
I don't mind it each way, but just on the tee now, tee length. That's your target. Just trying to rest that black ball there. Shot. That's a lovely line. It's got the weight.
And down the pace to Bob here. Just needs to get a grab. He's just pushed it again.
Lucky. Lucky.
I'm going close to my camera tripod there. Still came back. Well, Bob, you in about spot about the sun. Not down to pace. Pace looks better. Needs to bend. Needs to bite. Which is not getting down. I think that's. I'm guessing that could be a full house. That's 2 out. That's 3 out. And 4 it is. If anybody wants to find more about disability bowls, just pop that in the old Google and it'll take you to their website, and there's loads of good information. Scott, if you were free, you could have been sitting next to me today commentating. That body's still under the weather. He's poorly in bed, mate. He's got his little princess onesie on.
Stephen.
Cracking ball from Bob. I might have a real treat for you in a few minutes. You can see that big figure walking behind the green. If you're on Facebook, you'll recognise if we mentioned Darlington and South Park Club and all that, it's Mr. Morland. I'm going to get him on a bit commentary here. As you can see, he's dashing up the wings here. Cracking ball going in from Bob and a catch. Well, we've got a Brucey bonus. Just clip it on there, son. Oh, big professional. I'm joined by Scott Morland. That's boldly says he's switching off. Morning, kind sir.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm good, mate. What brings you to this area then?
I thought I'd nip out the house before I go house crazy. I need my balls back.
You need your balls back?
Yeah.
Well, I've just been watching Bob and he's just in awe, mate, of just watching him.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's absolutely fantastic.
It's the first ring I went to when I came in. It's unbelievable, and I'm whinging about my arthritis and not being able to bend, and I'm just watching him bowl better than I've ever done.
I know, I'm sitting there, I've said earlier on, I'm saying to myself, he gets the movie better than me. On a flicker on them. It's amazing to watch, mate. It's absolutely eye-opening. The motto of the day, bowls is a sport for all.
Exactly.
We'll get you a chair, you know, if you can sit down.
Oh, it's okay. I won't be here long. I've got my son in the bar.
You've got your son in the bar, oh dear.
10-year-old getting high on Pepsi.
I hope it's no fat, my dear. And you're doing, still doing great work at Darlington South Park, mate?
Yeah, it never ends.
Looking forward to the outdoor season?
Yeah. It's a hard, long 6 months from October to March.
Yeah. Gives you a chance to recharge your batteries, mate, doesn't it?
Well, something like that.
Yeah. Without blowing smoke, mate, I think you do a fantastic job. It's absolutely tremendous. For where your membership was, the club going down the Swanee, really, when you walked on board. And
yeah, many moons ago.
Yeah.
Feels like a long time ago now.
Yeah.
I just wish I had the time to do what you guys do, because this is brilliant.
Well, I don't. There's not enough hours in the day at times, mate. Of course, my right-hand man's with his onesie on today.
I'm not surprised.
He's poorly under the weather.
All that drinking down in Norfolk. Either that or one too many all-day breakfasts.
That's it, mate. I know. If you did see his video, he did go left, mind. He didn't go right. He was tempted to go right.
I bet he was disappointed, mind, with the result. He did really, really well. But the first game he was superb.
Yeah.
Just never quite matched it on the second one.
Yeah. Like he says, he just couldn't find the centre line.
Yeah.
And quite a few of them has been commenting that they couldn't find the centre line.
Yeah, it was a little bit like Alex yesterday. I mean, he's been superb, but then he just couldn't find anything yesterday.
That's right. And coming in from Bob again, just nice and slow. Just struggled with the pace that way. Dropped a crab before the previous end. This way.
It's good to see Stevie Angus and all on a rink over there. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yes. I've got a feeling that I might be streaming him this afternoon on the pairs. Might have to cover his legs up though.
I've heard a few comment on that already.
A big ball for Bob here. It's a bit shy. Looks like I'm wrong again, because that's not stopping at all. Looks a bit shy. Only shot. So as you were a shy and retiring person, mate, your thoughts on the World Championships?
To be honest, the bowling's excellent, and I think Jason and the guys actually gained some interest with all the qualifying stuff that we saw, and you guys with the cameras there made it more exciting. It's just I just really wish we could do something with the crowd. It's absolutely dire at times.
Yeah.
It's a bit like when I go to watch the football now, when I sit in the Tottenham end and it's full of tourists.
What a tourist. Says he who comes from up north.
But it's almost like you've got a room full of neutrals. You could do with a bit more bias and a bit more will for a champion.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. Wayne Wilkris, he obviously the traditionalists sort of don't like a few antics, but I think it's good for the game. I think it
creates a good divide, though. You'll get people that won't like it. You'll get people that like it, and it creates a bit of debate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave you to it, Richie.
Well,
it's been good to see you, but my son might be getting drunk in the bar without me now, and I'm very much against it.
It's good to see you, mate, and carry on the good work, mate. See you later. Good line in from Bob. Cracking start. Bob's got a good line here. Needs to get a grab of his ball. Yeah. Cracking ball from Brian. He's definitely brought his A game today. Bob just needs to run with this. Got a great line. Is he going to run it? That's a great try. And Brian hanging on. There's Brian, and follow Bob up and catch that back ball maybe. He's playing his forehand. Needs to run. I think he could be one down here. No, I thought he played it. Bob might swap his hand, catch onto that jack-eye ball. Yep, completely wrong. He's sticking with the same side. Just needs to run. Brian will be on the naughty step because he stood in front of the camera. Just ran. On to Bob. So we go on to end 7. 7-3 to Brian. As it's high noon, I can smell Yorkshire puddings around the country. Roast turkey and a bit beef. Just a quick reminder, 2 sets the singles, 9 ends. Brian took the first set 11-2. I know that score was, I have to say, it was very harsh on Bob, who played very well. He was unlucky on at least 2 occasions. There's a crack and ball. No, I'm not telling Sir James McKinney looks like Super Mario. A good ball in from Brian, good reply. He's in for shot when he played. Sticking with the draw, he's turned his back on it, but the last time he turned his back on it, he ended up being close. Coming down again, just over pace. And a good line from Brian. He's good again. Played some good stuff this morning. Now then, that's a different line, Bob. Have you got the pace in it? Not bad. Very, very close here. Ah, well played. Tremendous ball. Definitely won. Brian coming down with the ball to come.
Still just one down. Playing the same shot as you are.
Bob Lyon won. I think Brian will probably push up, looking for a contact on his own balls. Bob might end up on the naughty step, standing in front of the camera. We'll flick it onto the other side. He has gone down his forehand. He's trying to draw it. Thought he might have had a little toddle at it. One to Bob, 7-4. Coming into the 8th end. Bob manages to tie the set, we do get a tiebreaker, one end, shootout. Fantastic start. He's played well this way. He's scratched around the other way. He has played very well this way. About 4 foot, I think. Brian from Brian. Well played.
More or less jack high.
Just coming inside this one. Through.
Looks a touch wide. And he's coming down now. Coming down now. Oh, well played. Told you it was wide.
We're 1 or 2 down. Just come on, down. Ball through.
Brian sticking to his backhand. Looking to. If he gets past his own, he'll be 1 down here. Might have shuffled that in for a shot. Just needs to finish, maybe. Good effort. Decent line from Brian. Needs to run. Good try. On to Brian. Going into the final end. Bob needs a full house to take it into a tiebreaker.
Let's pass the last one.
He was going to just run up the yard.
You have to say whatever happens on this end. It's been a pleasure to watch Bob Love in action. Really eye opener. And you'll be sick of me saying this, but bowls is a sport for all. As demonstrated this morning. That is, you'll only be sick of us saying it if you haven't got us on mute.
Still too high.
Brian's first ball's about 6 foot through. Good ball.
Behind your feet.
Good second. Another good line. Just needs to hang on. One for two, maybe. And he's halfway there. Very close here, Brian.
One down. Is the last one through? Yes.
He's got a good line. Very close. If he can lift the ball onto Brian's. Well played. In for two. Just give yourself a sniff for the four. I wouldn't like to play either one of these for my dinner money today. So, now if this finishes, this could kibosh Bob's chances. And I think that might have just kiboshed it.
Yours is about that short. You need to pass it or hit it off.
Just on the line again. Just needs to run with this. Not bad. Well, if ever Disability Bowls needed a showcase event, that was it. Congratulations to both players on the standard. Absolutely in awe of watching Bob Love in action. Fantastic stuff. Well, we hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back this afternoon. It could be about 2:30. It'll probably just pop up on Facebook. There's nothing else to watch on the telly, honest. And like I say, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you later on this afternoon.